Peace and blessings, family. I'm your brother in the struggle, Alif. And today we're going to reflect on a death plot against me that took place over 10 years ago. And my concern with the death plot wasn't me physically dying. It was our people mentally dying, because we pledged our lives and our deaths to Master Fard Muhammad, to whom all praises are due forever, and his messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So I was more than willing to give my physical life to preserve the life-giving teachings of the honorable Elijah Muhammad. A lot of people don't realize in the state of Pennsylvania, we was viciously persecuted for trying to teach the teachings of the honorable Elijah Muhammad. We didn't have outside ministers then. At that time in Pennsylvania, we're talking the 80s. We didn't have Minister Rodney. We didn't have nobody. You know what I mean? So we was left to fend for ourselves. You know what I mean? And that meant a lot of persecution, a lot of bloodshed, a lot of heartache and sacrifices. You know what I mean? But it made us stronger in our faith and our conviction, because all we had was the word of God. All we had was the literature. And that literature sustained us and preserved us. And when the devils was trying to kill me, I took and had to get a letter to my assistant minister at the time, Brother Supreme Angel Joshua Law, who was with me since the 1980s. He was a juvenile and came to the adult facility. Brilliant young brother, raised him up. You know what I mean? I shared with him the life-giving teaching of Elijah Muhammad, but that's the beauty of resurrecting the mentally dead. You don't teach them a law in person. The will, aims, and purpose of Master Fard Muhammad, the messenger said, is actually guiding the nation of Islam today. We think that it's us. It's not us. It's Master Fard Muhammad. A lot of people think it's because Master Fard Muhammad sitting on the mother plane. No. Master Fard Muhammad was physically born. He physically is going to die. He may be physically dead right now for all we know. You know what I mean? We believe some stuff. We know some stuff. But we also know that the mind of Master Fard Muhammad was never born. The mind of Master Fard Muhammad will never die. The mind of you was never born. The mind of you will never die. The messenger said in 1972, the theology time for the naysayers, the righteous has a mind that's not material. It's not a magical angel floating around in space, but it's the righteous have a mind that operates independent of physical matter. Scientists call it dark matter. We call it the black man's mind. You know what I mean? Quarks, atoms, black holes, suns, stars, planets, all that come out of the black man's mind. It's infinite. You know what I mean? And the science of the future is going to show and prove that. But I want to just read this little brief memorandum that I sent to my beloved brother in the struggle. And he's still on post. You know what I mean? Still lawyers. Still a supreme angel. Love him to death. You know what I mean? And at that time, I really thought I was going to physically die, but all praise be to Master Fard Muhammad. I got through that, you know what I mean, and kept it moving. And I'm still here, but that don't mean that they won't physically kill me today or tomorrow. That don't mean that I won't have to kill them today or tomorrow. The struggle continues. So, we don't fear no one but Allah. Not no mystery God. We fear no one but our highest self and our lowest self. You do not want to see me show you my satanic self. Oh, my goodness. You would disappear. That's why I'm still here. I mean, but let me quit joking around with y'all and read this letter. All right, listen up. Word for word. In the name of the Supreme Allah, who came in the person of the Master Fard Muhammad, to whom all praises are due forever, and in the name of his first, last, and only messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, to Brother Assistant Prime Minister Joshua Asadi Allah, AZ, by Brother Prime Minister Alif Allah, AA. Subject: If I transform or die. Time: 0943. Date: 0619, 15,090 Asiatic year after my day. Regarding your responsibilities. May you and all of our family be peace and safe. All in all is well on this end. Praise be to He, Allah, in person. I want to remind and or reinforce the importance of your position and to let you know we have no reason to worry about anything. All things happen so that things may occur. The wicked watches all of the righteous to seek to slay us on some level. Our bodies are mortal, but our mind is immortal. If the Mahdi allows me to be killed or to die by other causes, I need you to put on my crown and keep the universal nation of Islam growing. The answer to every potential problem is in the direct teachings of Messenger Elijah Muhammad. How I would execute them is already preserved in my books. Our greatest post is to be a brother. We use titles to be more efficient and to improve the quality of our work. We must put the needs of our nation ahead of our personal wants. Brother Kareem Rashidullah, also known as Troy X. Davis, was a good assistant back in 1985. When the law moved you to another location, the Brother Rahim Allah in 1987, and Brother Latif Alif Allah, 1990. Editor's point: all these brothers served as my assistant ministers because for teaching the teaching of Elijah Muhammad, greatest for it, they kicked me out and sent me to Rockview. When I got to Rockview for teaching the teaching of Elijah Muhammad, they kicked me out of Rockview and sent me back to Greatest Fort. When I got back to Greatest Fort, I continued teaching the teaching of Elijah Muhammad, so Greatest Fort kicked me out of Greatest Fort and sent me to Huntington. When I got to Huntington, they kicked me out of Huntington for teaching the teaching of Elijah Muhammad and sent me to the super maximum, Greene County. When I got to Greene County kicked me out of Greene County super maximum and sent me to Pittsburgh. When I got to Pittsburgh, they kicked me out of Pittsburgh for teaching the teachings of Elijah Muhammad and sent me to Dallas. When I got to Dallas, Dallas was doing everything in their power to kick me out, but they was tired of transferring me, and I eventually just maxed out, and I'm right now in the Supreme Angel Lab teaching the teachers of Elijah Muhammad still. I never quit my post for 1 second. Okay. So these brothers were great helpmates, as well as another brother that's not even mentioned in here after 1990, and that was North Philly, know him as Boo. I mean, a heart and a legend down North Philly. Know what I mean? But his name was Brother Assistant Minister Alif Allah. And I would say, I'm taking an educated guess here because I've been transferred and kicked around so much. But I would say anywhere between the years, this is after 1990. No, in fact, I think I was up Greene County. It had to be around, say, 1991 through I guess to say about 1996. Okay. Help me. These is brothers that helped me to help us. I personally wanted Jabril Ali Allah, that's Supreme Captain Jabril Ali Allah, Bray X Murray, to be my assistant, but I knew he would be the only one to maintain our judicial branch. See, Jabril Muhammad used to be my minister when I was a juvenile minister, but Jabril is a man's man. You know, when it comes to the military, you know, you need mountain lions. Now, I mean, Jabril's like impatient, temperamental. Now, I mean, just the type of brother you need in the military. That's like a general. Now, I mean, you need. He was the supreme captain. Now, I mean, it's like Master Muhammad having the supreme captain. Now, I mean, supreme captain to this day under Minister Farrakhan. You need somebody that's naturally good with the military stuff. But the ministry, that was Joshua. And I knew it was in Joshua the day I saw him. The day he was a Christian when I saw him. But I knew, we had a former MGT as a guard. Supreme Angel. Shout out to Miss Brown, love her to death. Know what I mean? She did a lot for us in the belly of the beast. But I told her, I was like, move him in my hut. She moved him in my cell. Know what I mean? I raised him up in like 30 minutes. I mean, and he became a legend in the Nation of Islam. You know what I mean? All right. So I goes on. I personally wanted Jabril Ali Allah to be my assistant, but I knew he would be the only one to maintain our judicial branch. I lived with you, and even though we were separated, your intelligence, courage, and I say courage, me and Josh physically been on the battlefield, spilling blood, going to hole together. That's what type of soldier he is. You know what I mean? You know the movie 300? That's how we used to be on the block. That's how we be in the yard. I mean, real rap. All right. And even though we were separated, your intelligence, courage, and hard works was seen and heard. Since the Supreme Allah chose you, who am I to second guess our Messiah? Notice that we consider Master Muhammad the Supreme Allah, the Mahdi, the Black Man God, the Messiah. Now, I mean, we was teaching that for 40 years now. The letter goes on. You should also groom an assistant. I was telling him this because I really didn't think I was going to survive this one devil that I was warm with. I mean, like he had a lot. I ain't talking about a prison. I'm talking about a guard. I mean, it's like, I mean, I eventually broke him up. I mean, but long story short, they came at the Supreme Angels and was like, oh, the inmates broke the guard's hands and this, that, the other. Crap. All right. You should also groom an assistant because we are soldiers and the possibility and probability of death or exile is a reality. You are the UNOI's insurance policy. Smile. If I get a tag on my toe, you must pick up the flag of Islam and keep flying. Do things 70% exactly as you saw me do them. Modify your mathematics only according to the need and times. Meaning I wanted him to, you can't do something exactly like the messenger is at. The messenger said, once you have a make or model of thing, actually you can improve on it. I mean, so it'd be an insult to me to have some robots running around because he's not my follower. I mean, we didn't have followers. We was producing gods for Master Fard Muhammad to be the supreme Allah. We submitted our individual and collective wills to the collective will of the Supreme Allah God who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad and his first, last, and only messenger. We lived on that. We built on that. We killed for that. We died for that. Okay. The 12 Jews of Islam must come out of your mind into this reality. There's $1 billion hidden in the FY and MGT money manual. Use it to operate the government of the UNOI. Expect hardship, envy, tests, slander, greed, hypocrisy, spookism, misinterpretation, misunderstanding, laziness, betrayal, attacks, incarceration, ingratitude, and lies. All this was fulfilled 1,000% to the letter, and it even made some of our most devoted supreme angels get spooked out their mind. The persecution, the as the messenger put it, the flood, the propaganda of the devils actually drowned a lot of the believers. Now I mean, because they wasn't rooted in this reality. Now I mean, and see, the reason why I'm still here is because my thing was I'm a ride or die brother. I mean, like Master Muhammad, Master Muhammad is a white guy. He's a Germanist, and all these slanderous Jews coming out. This man, in one ear, right out the other. Elijah Muhammad got the girls pregnant. He's this, that, and the other. Malcolm X is throwing mud all over his face on there. In one ear, right out the other. Minister Farrakhan is a Germany. Farrakhan got wives and other. In one ear and right out. We pushing the teachers of Elijah Muhammad. We're not going to let Yaqub's law of divide and conquer come in and stop the momentum of the nation of Islam. This ain't about an individual. This ain't about a person. This ain't about I or me. This is about we and us. We're not trying to teach you. We're trying to save the future. We're getting these devils off our planet. Y'all in the way. So what I do is, those that get spooky, I don't slander them back. I don't attack them. I could reach out and touch people easy. I mean, we got loyal, dedicated supreme angels in every ranks on this planet, in every belly of the beast on this planet. I could nod my head. I could blink. I could wink. I could whisper, poof, and make things happen. But I love my brothers as I love myself. So when you see your brother struggling with his faith, or her faith, or his sister struggling with her faith, what you got to do is just give him some time to that self. Now, I mean, like take the slings and arrows. Now, I mean, take the slander, take it on the chin. You got to have a thick skin because you know who you are. You know the God that's with you. You know the messenger that's with you. You know the messenger's message. Persecution, no weapon formed is going to prevail against the righteous. Just keep it moving. Now, I mean, be like, listen, we at war. We ain't got time. This dude, he breaking rank. We ain't got time to sit around arguing with him. Leave him behind. I'm either going to catch up or he's going to fall off. I mean, but he won't be successful. She won't be successful. We will be successful, living or dead. The letter ends. Just keep the faith and do the work. Do not mix that mystery with the Mahdi or the myth with the messenger. Surely Allah is all of us. I appreciate your loyalty and am thankful for your assistance. Assalamu alaikum. Brother Alif, P.O. Box 5133, Richmond, California, 94805. The Arabic Alif Allahi, AA in Arabic is signed there. And the footnote with Psalms chapter 104, verse 4, which basically is the verse teaching that Masfar Muhammad makes his angels, spirits, his ministers, a flame of fire. Assalamu alaikum. The struggle continues.